Hello TEQ Crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will share the technical analysis of Gnosis coin with you. If we look at the chart, we can see a beautiful ascending triangle formation here. As you can see, price movements are nicely contained within this triangle. Although there has been a recent decline of about 5%, overall, we can say it's a nice upward movement. At this point, we can say that there is a symmetrical triangle forming, and in the short term, we will observe this symmetrical triangle on the 4-hour time frame. Let's quickly share our comments and analysis on the 4-hour time frame, and then we'll return to the daily time frame. Let's combine our analysis with the decline in Bitcoin and share our comments on Gnosis coin with you, my friends. Currently, as seen on the 4-hour time frame, we can observe that there is a descending trend from below and an ascending trend from above, creating a symmetrical triangle. Price movements continue their journey from this point, and after moving a bit up and down, it will either experience an upward breakout or a downward breakout. If there is a breakout, particularly a downward one, it would be significant and bearish. The reason is that we have an ascending trend with approximately 5 touch points. This area is critical, and if the trend breaks downward, we may witness a substantial decrease in price movements. Please note that this is a translated response based on the provided text. Technical analysis should be conducted with caution and consider multiple factors. It is always recommended to consult with a financial advisor or do further research before making any investment decisions, because this is an important support zone. It is normal for price movements to come down to this point. As you can see, we want it to react from this point and gradually move back up. However, if it breaks downward, looking at our support zones below, we can say that $102 level is a significant support zone for us. Additionally, if we need to draw another support level further down, it could be around this area. Furthermore, there will be support zones in between, such as around the $95 or $99 levels. We can mention these as well. Let's also look at the moving averages and share our analysis. Currently, we see that the 50-day moving average has been decisively broken downward with significant volume. This suggests a potential decline in price movements in the medium term. However, given the confusing price movements in this area, being above the 200-day moving average can be interpreted as somewhat positive, and having price movements above the 200-day moving average in the long term is considered a good sign. So, we can say that it is risky in the medium term but relatively safe in the long term. After closing the moving averages, let's move on to analyzing our indicators. We have opened the WAV trend and Fisher indicators simultaneously and will share them with you. Currently, we can say that both indicators experienced strong downward breaks with a powerful bearish candlestick in the recent days. These breaks indicate strong sell signals, according to both indicators. Please note that this is a translated response based on the provided text. Technical analysis should be conducted with caution and consider multiple factors. It is always recommended to consult with a financial advisor or do further research before making any investment decisions. Of course, since the price is constantly moving up and down within the triangle, the indicators also continuously provide buy and sell signals. Therefore, it may not be appropriate to solely rely on indicator-based analysis for entering buy orders. We need to be cautious. However, based on the current indicator analysis, if there is no upward breakout, we could expect a decline in price movements. Let's mention this and move on to the RSI indicator after closing our indicators. The RSI indicator is breaking below the 50 level with significant volume. The reason for this break is, as mentioned before, the strong bearish candlesticks in the price movements. We interpret this as a selling signal, and the RSI may likely drop towards 30. If the RSI drops to 30, we may see further price declines. If we look for any divergences, currently there is no divergence present. We can observe parallel ups and downs in the price movements, which is a good sign. Now, let's address why altcoins are declining. If we discuss our predictions, let's open the Bitcoin chart and share our analysis there. If we look at the Bitcoin chart, we can say that it is similar to the previous chart. We have both an ascending triangle and a descending trend, with price movements contained within a triangle. Along with that, Bitcoin has experienced a decline of around 6% in the recent day. With this decline, we can almost certainly say that we will see further declines in altcoins. Of course, a 6% decline in Bitcoin can cause even more significant losses in altcoins. Therefore, we already advise caution when entering buy and sell orders. Please note that this is a translated response based on the provided text. Technical analysis should be conducted with caution and consider multiple factors. It is always recommended to consult with a financial advisor or do further research before making any investment decisions. If we look at the technical aspect, the reason for the decline in Bitcoin can be attributed to the bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. We mentioned this bearish divergence in our previous videos as well. As we can see, price peaks are decreasing while RSI peaks are increasing. This indicates a negative divergence, suggesting a potential decline in price movements. Although we may see some upward movement from this point, we can observe a decline of around 3.8% to 7%, indicating a significant drop. Currently, Bitcoin has almost reached the level of 25,217, very close to that point. With this strong decline, we do not want the downward breakout of the 27,217 level, as it is a strong support zone that has worked as a strong resistance in the past. Therefore, we do not want this zone to be breached downwards. If it breaks downwards, in such a scenario, the price will likely descend to the support zone of the ascending trend. Once it reaches that zone, it will be close to the 200-day moving average. If it breaks below this zone, we will expect it to hold onto the 200-day moving average, as it has done in the past. If it manages to hold and continue its ascent, it would be very positive for us. However, is there a possibility of further decline? Yes, of course. For us, it is important for Bitcoin to sustain its uptrend in the future. If the downtrend is broken upwards, the levels of 29,180 and then 30,400 are crucial. If these levels are consecutively broken, we can say that Bitcoin may return to its previous bullish periods, which would be great for us. Therefore, what matters to us is the upward breakouts of the downtrends. Let's mention this as well. If we look at the daily time frame and analyze the Bollinger Bands, we can see a strong expansion in price movements due to the rapid movement within a narrow range, causing the price to move outside the bands. In Bollinger Bands, if price movements move outside the bands, it means that they will eventually re-enter the bands. Looking back in history, as we can see, the price moved outside the bands at the same point and re-entered the bands 2 days later. Therefore, we can say that this point is significant. Although the date is not over yet, since the price has moved outside the bands, we can speculate that it may re-enter the bands. The same applies to upward movements. As we can see, after a rapid ascent, the price moves above the upper band and tries to re-enter the band for 4 days. Once it re-enters the band, it continues its upward movement. Additionally, the middle line of the Bollinger Bands is important for us within the band. If the price is going to re-enter the bands, it needs to quickly rise to the middle line and break it upwards to initiate an upward trend, which is important for us. This is how we can interpret it. Bollinger Bands are important for us. After closing our discussion on Bollinger Bands, let's return to Gnosis and conclude our video gradually after sharing a summary of our analysis with you. One important aspect we mentioned is the presence of a small triangle pattern. It is important for us if the resistance zone of this small triangle is broken upwards. If this zone is broken upwards, we can place a buy order. Additionally, we have a strong support zone from below and an uptrend. We want this trend to break downwards. If it breaks downwards, a significant drop can occur, and based on the initial decline of around 6%, we can say that there may be a further decline of around 10% to 15%. If we look at the point where we entered the trade, from there, first of all, we would like to see a break above our strong support line, which would improve our decision-making process. We can say that our profits could potentially reach levels of around 6.5% initially and even better levels of around 17% to 27% in subsequent stages if the support line breaks upwards. The volumes are still very low, and it is necessary for the volumes to increase. Let's mention that here. Currently, it could be beneficial to monitor which direction the triangle breaks. There are no other indicators to follow at the moment. Let's mention that as well and slowly conclude our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of Gnosis coin with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. To stay informed about future videos, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.